Hey, shalom, manishma, bruchim habaim, welcome. My name is Eleanor, and I've made this very short video to show you and tell you what speaking Hebrew can do for you, what I can do for you. So yes, shalom is the word, shalom is also peace. This is how we welcome each other. Okay, a few words about myself. As I said, my name is Eleanor, but you can definitely call me Ellie. I'm a professional Hebrew teacher. I'm coming from a background of private ulpan. I have lots of years of experience and I've taught hundreds of students from all around the world. Let's talk about my Hebrew programs. Since I'm coming from a private ulpan experience, I want you to get the best results. In order to do that, I focus on two programs. I have the one-on-one and I have the groups. Groups are only up to 5 students. We're talking about very small groups. Both of these options are available online and offline, okay? So you can see that an online one-on-one is only 45 minutes. This is the best result for a student. More than 45 minutes, you can see the student is falling asleep. No, he's not falling asleep, but you can see the focus rate is not great as it was before. And we want best results. It can be via Skype or Google Hangouts, but Skype works better normally. If you have any other programs you'd like to offer, I'm open for that. And groups are via Zoom program. If you don't know Zoom, it's a you don't even have to download it to your computer. You get a link, you click on the link, boom, you're in class. So it's pretty easy to use the Zoom. And of course, once you register to an online class, you're going to get all the details. Now, if we're talking about offline learning, then at the moment I'm located in Tel Aviv area in Israel. So I'm giving lessons in either Tel Aviv or Jaffa, aka Yafo, or Bat Yam. Bat Yam is my hometown. It's by the shoreline. It's really close to Yafo and Tel Aviv. And the same with the groups. Now, if you're from Jerusalem or any other place in Israel, or even abroad, I'm open for suggestions. So contact me, tell me where you're from. The door is definitely not closed. Yes, even abroad, make me an offer I cannot refuse, and I will make it happen. It can be fun. So if we are meeting offline, then you can see you're getting more time because offline is offline. We're not going to finish after 45 minutes. So I'm going to give you for one-on-one between an hour and 75 minutes. It means that if we're done with the lesson, finished with the exercise, all is good, and an hour had passed, we're going to finish at an hour. If you need a little bit more time, I'm going to give you up to 15 more minutes. That's great. Most of my students don't need these 15 minutes, but I am giving you this time. And when it comes to group, an hour or an hour and a half, even 2 hours, I'm open for more options. Usually, if we're already meeting in a group, no less than an hour and less than 2 hours. And an online group, a Zoom class, is up to an hour. Students are usually asking questions during the lesson. It's taking a little bit more time. So up to an hour is perfect. What else? Yes, 10 lessons is the default. It's the full course. It's enough for a process. But if you are an advanced student and you feel that you need only 5 lessons, maybe you only want a review, or maybe you have a certain test you want to pass, then you can definitely take the 5 lessons. Anyone can take the 5 lessons, but I don't recommend it if you're a beginner. What should we bring to class? Firstly, a screen. Yes, an online lesson requires a screen. You already know that. But I want you to open your mind to the option of not necessarily just a laptop. Screens today are pretty large. My tablet is 13-inch. My phone, my Android phone, is 5.7-inch. And I'm sure you guys have different screens. So open your mind to different screens. You don't have to necessarily be stuck with your laptop at your house. What else? Notebook. Yes, I do recommend to write your own notes in your own notebook. Some of my students continue an old Hebrew notebook. I recommend starting a new one, but all options are available, of course. So yeah, write your own notes during class. You get all the materials from me, for sure. But, sometimes you want to write your own notes. So do that. And most importantly, do not forget coffee. Coffee. Okay, some tips that will help you with Hebrew, okay? Expectations. Please do not expect too much of yourself, especially if you're a beginner or if you are perfect in playing an instrument or anything else. This is language. This is a bit different. And the Hebrew language is a bit different because it's Semitic language. So there is a switch we have to do. It's fun. It's going to be perfect. Do not worry. But don't expect too much of yourself. Okay? What else? Yeah, be patient. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with your teacher. Most of my students are patient. But, have the patience. This is a process. Again, take your time. It's all good. If you are one of these students that progress really fast, then fine, but there is no stress with learning a language. No one is chasing you. You want to do it right for better, most effective results. We want you to speak Hebrew. We don't want you to forget anything. So, before you learn how to run, you need to learn how to walk. Don't forget that. Practice. I cannot stress enough how important it is to practice. Practice, practice, practice. Not just during the lesson, even after the lesson. Practice all the time. And you can definitely see the difference between the ones who don't practice between the lessons and the ones who practice between the lessons. Comparison may be the most important thing besides practicing. I know it's difficult not to compare yourself to other people, especially when your husband speaks better than you, or your friends, or you're in a small class. Don't do that. Compare yourself only to yourself yesterday, or to yourself a week ago, or to yourself before the course started, but never to someone else. I know it's challenging. Okay, what else? Please do not skip lessons. If you do skip lessons, things happen. If you tell me on time, everything is good. But try to go back on the horse as soon as you can. Don't gap the lessons too much, please. A process needs to be consistent. Some students are taking a lesson once a week. It's perfect. Or twice a week. Some of you are taking 3 times a week. I recommend it more for advanced students and not for beginners. But, don't gap it too much. 2 weeks and more, no. It's not good. It's not going to be effective. And practice. I know I said it before, but it is that important. And that's it. This is the end of the video. Thank you so much for joining me for this. If you have any questions or suggestions or anything else, or you want to offer something that I haven't offered yet, contact me. info@speakinghebrew.com. This is me. I'm the only person who answers my emails for now. So don't forget to do that. I'm waiting to hear from you. אז תודה ולהתראות.